This is a free podcast from the BBC. For more information, you can go to our website, bbc.co.uk/Radio 2.
And it's Celebrity Popmaster with, good morning, Suzi Perry.
Good morning, Ken.
How are you
Bruce.
today?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm slightly perturbed by one of my friends there that rang me yesterday, and she said, is it true you're going on Pop-Tarts?
Pop-Tarts?
Yeah. I said, well, I'm with Terry Wogan, so you make your own mind up.
It's all right. Okay, my reputation goes before me. I am a bit of a tart of the radio, there is no question. I do flaunt myself.
There's some truth in this.
That's why I'm lowering myself to come on this programme with you.
You may be here under the misapprehension because we don't pay for appearances on this show.
Okay.
I've never seen you move so quickly, Mr. Wogan.
A man of his age could shift like that, but he can when he wants to.
Oh, yes. When there's no money in it, I'm gone.
Suzi,
Yes.
hits of the 70s or one of two hits will be your bonus questions. Hits of the 70s or one of two hits. Which do you fancy?
I think one of two hits sounds a bit too difficult, so I'll go with hits of the 70s.
I see you've just disappointed a very elderly man.
I wish I
Not for the
understood what
first
you two
time.
were talking about.
That's fine, it's all right. He didn't notice, so he won't
What
be
are you doing with
offended.
those funny... What are you doing?
These are called mini discs, Terry. They're a sort of relatively recent invention. I don't think you've been troubled by them too much.
I'm not on the cutting edge, I'll be the first to admit
They're
it.
quite useful little things.
What do you do with them?
I put them into this machine. They play little bits of music. Amazing,
What
isn't
an
it?
insight
Yes.
we're having today.
So, are they at 78 or 45 or 33 and a third?
They go at their own rate, and they work it out for themselves.
Are you still using the 8-track, Terry,
Isn't
on your
nature
show?
wonderful?
8-track shellac. He's still working on. Yeah.
Old wax cylinder.
Right, Suzi.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Good luck, Suzi. That's all I can say to
Thank you, Terry.
Although we are in
Very
competition.
sporting, right.
That's, the competition won't last long. Don't worry about it. Here we go. Suzi, which group do you associate with the songs Listen to the Music, What a Fool Believes, and Long Train Running?
Ooh, I know the answer. How
So do I.
exciting.
So do I.
Oh, all right then.
Well, you write down the answer, Suzi, and then I'll ask Terry just to prove.
No. You say the answer.
Well, I think it's the Doobie Brothers.
Do you think
I
she's
think
right,
it's the
Terry?
Doobie Brothers.
Yes, it is.
Although I
Absolutely.
didn't when I said that I knew the answer.
It is absolutely correct. 3 points. Well done. Well done. I've got a horrible feeling about this, yeah. I do have to be somewhere else this afternoon. If we
I
could
should
s-
leave now
If we
if
could
I-
skip through
We
this, yeah.
haven't, have we, Terry? We've got a leisurely day ahead for Perry and Terry.
The Terry Perry Show.
Oh, dear. In 1981, which group released the singles All Stood Still, The Thin Wall, and The Voice? There's a clue of sorts in The Voice, because part of their name had a reference to voice, or perhaps the Latin for voice. Am I helping at all? Am I helping at all? Think of Vienna, perhaps.
Got you. With you.
With you.
With you. Yes, Ultravox.
Ultravox.
Thank you very much.
Very good. Not at all.
Bob Geldof's friend.
That's
Mature.
right. The little fellow. Very nice little chap too, Mature.
Very nice.
Terry doesn't think so.
Doesn't quite get the credit he deserves, does he?
No, that's true. He's eclipsed by Sir Bob. Bonus question on hits of the 70s. This is the introduction to the first of 7 hit singles in the 70s for Alvin Stardust.
Oh,
You're a fan. What's the title of this?
I only know one.
This will be it then. It is called...
Is it the one where he wears the single leather glove?
I think they all had that in it.
Right, okay. Because Terry's worn his single leather glove today, which I
That's
think
Michael
looks very
Jackson's old
fetching.
glove he's wearing, actually.
I hope it's my cuckoo.
It is my Cuckoo.
How did you know that? It's quite frightening.
I am quite old, though.
No.
Not as old
Oh,
as
no.
me.
You can come to
But
Radio
then,
2 and never
who
have to
is?
say that.
Who is?
Name the 1985 song by Tina Turner from the Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome film that begins with these lines. Out of the ruins, out from the wreckage, can't make the same mistake this time. Mad Max Beyond
What an old
Thunderdome.
slapper she is.
You say this frequently, and one of these days
That's quite harsh. She's got fabulous legs, though, hasn't she?
No, she's a real old walloper.
Do you feel that she shows those fabulous legs a little too often and too much?
I think she's quite frightening.
Is she as old as you? She's as old as you. She's in her 50s, isn't she?
Do you know, perhaps you and I could work together more often, Susie.
I've heard.
Do you know the answer to this question? You could share with me.
Not. No, I don't.
It's from Thunderdome, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Of course.
So,
That's the Australian actor.
I can't get what.
that's the fella. We don't need it. We don't need an answer.
What, we don't need another hero?
That's the one. Thank you very
thank
much.
you
Well
for that
done.
clue. Marvellous.
God, you're picking up the baton and
Hey?
running with it.
Gosh, I'm quick today.
The old
Comparatively quick.
The old
is what we
sausage-like sharpness.
Sausage.
Which female singer had hits in 1998 with the songs Life and What's Your Sign?
Now, is that Desiree? I think it is. Yes, Desiree.
Des O'Connor.
Deso Hoffman?
Similar.
No, it is. Right first time.
Thank you.
Desiree. Very good, Susie. Not,
Are you being prompted?
look
Have you
at
got
this.
somebody? Is there somebody underneath the table?
Steady
giving
where
you
you're
the
going.
answers.
Steady with that one.
18 points so far. Full marks out of 5 questions.
You
Very
did
good.
give me a clue to one.
Go on, go on.
Bonus question on Hits of the 70s. Name the singer and actor who made his only chart appearance in 1974 with this song. He's an actor and a singer. Most these days, no, as an actor. Terry is whispering,
Terry's whispering
answers, and I
to
think
me.
he's entirely misleading you.
I think you are. Sean Blooming Connery never had a single, did he? Stop it, Terry.
That was sounded just like him, didn't it?
Sean Canary.
I actually have no idea
No,
who that
it's
was.
quite difficult. I can't even think
Do
of a
you
clue
know
to
who it
give
was
you.
really, Terry?
Well, the only actor who sings, as far as I know, is David Soul.
No, it's not him. It's a fella called Brian Prothero.
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah.
Big fella.
Yeah, a lot of hair.
Good looking.
Lot of hair. Good looking. He's
Plays
in-
plays older Ruiz now.
Well, now he does, but
Yeah.
then he played young Ruiz. Really. Could have played the Terry Wogan part in the Radio 2 story 1950 to 1966.
Damn it. You know too much.
Here's another question for you, Susie, and this is number 7 of 10. Name the song that was the only hit for the American group Ram Jam.
Black Betty.
Yes, yes, yes! Do you hear the speed that came out at? Think on.
I'm astounded. I was led completely astray by this young woman outside telling me that
Excuse
she
me.
knew nothing.
Do you know, they always
Do you know that song though? My dad was a music promoter when I was growing up, and I remember him giving me that single. It was way before it was in the chart. So
You see, this is
Has
where I'm at a
memories for me,
disadvantage.
you see.
My father was a grocer.
Yes, I know. But
see.
at that time, you were working in the music industry. then.
Never pushed a record in his life.
you have got something to do with the music industry,
If we
Terry,
could,
though, let's be
if we could
honest.
get on to sardines and smoked ham.
Do you know, there might be a question coming up a little bit later on. Released in 1981 and 1989, which group's first and last top 40 appearances that decade were Planet Earth and Burning the Ground? We've got a single out at the moment. Right?
It's Duran Duran.
It is Duran Duran. She does know her
Or-
stuff, you know.
She does.
Duran
She does.
Duran.
Duran Duran.
Do you know, or Milo O'Shea.
Milo O'Shea.
That's right, in Barbarella.
Oh, yes,
he
that's
was
right.
Duran Duran in
Yes,
Barbarella.
he was.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There you
Very
go.
good. That's
What-
right.
Do I get marks for
Fantastic.
that?
Well,
I
no,
think you
but
should have a bonus pound for children.
I think it might be the only point I
I
get.
think yeah. Well, there's a pound anyway in that. I think for knowing
Okay, but
Milo
that's,
O'Shea was
well
in
then,
Barbarella.
Helen Back has got to match that with another pound.
That's 5.
That's
She's-
two
she-
quid we've made for children in need.
She's doing 5, I was told, for every question you got right. 5
Not,
pounds.
not according to
That'd
the
be
Oh,
unfair.
she's
according
cut
to
the rates a
latest
bit.
email.
She's gone down to bargain basement rates.
It's a pound for every point.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, that's £3 per question then. Oh, but since that wasn't a question, you don't get anything really. This is
Do you
for
know
Susie.
you're not unlike Jeremy Paxman
You've got to be
in the
hard.
dark with the light behind you.
You've got to be hard in this game. You're about to hear the end of the third successive top 10 single in 1977 for the Stranglers. What's the title of this?
I know that.
You know that.
Can I give you a hint?
Yes, because it's one
It's
of those
not
that's
Sean-
going around in my mind
It's not
and
Sean
I can't
Connery if
remember.
he suggests that.
I may be wrong here, but I think it's called I'm Picking My Nose with the Razor Blade.
Very, very close. So close, it's unbelievable, but unfortunately I can't give you the points for that. Any idea, Susie, what that might be called?
Is it Heroes?
It is No More Heroes.
No More Heroes.
Yeah,
That's, the
that'll do,
title.
you get a
That's
point
good,
for
that's
that.
good.
It
Yeah.
was
Come
closer
on,
than
don't be so
picking your
gro-
nose with a razor blade, wasn't it?
Very much.
Yes, not
Very much closer.
not
And
a bad old guess.
finally, name the late soul singer who reached the charts with Give Me the Reason, So Amazing, and Never Too Much. Do you know we've run out of music? You two have been talking so long.
Is it Luther Vandross?
It is Luther Vandross.
Hurrah!
Very good, very good.
Even
You
though
two-
you tried desperately to put me off with your answers, Sir Terry Wogan.
You'd think a man with a title would behave in a rather better way than that, wouldn't you?
A man that's been honoured in that way.
At least he'd change his ways, having got a title. But
Don't
no.
tell me my escutcheon is besmirched.
Oh, I'm afraid.
Oh, he's off. He's off.
I wanted to say a big hi to Susie, says Owen Wood, and wanted to wish her all the best for her fun run. Doing a fun run?
Oh, that's very kind.
December
I am
the
doing
2nd,
a fun
it
run
says.
for Promised Dreams. Yes, to raise money for...
Well done, well done. And Ask Suzi if she has fond memories of the Honda night at the Federation Brewery, when the North East Motorcycle Racing Club really did drink the brewery dry.
They really did, and they were shockingly rude.
They
In fact, we could probably talk about it on Terry's programme, but possibly not get it away with it on this programme.
No. We have a very sensitive listening audience for this.
Yes, they were very naughty.
And how on earth did you manage to get George Clooney on your show? Just seen him on the webcam taking part in Popmaster.
Look, for goodness sake, let's stop all this nonsense.
I've been dating George for some time.
I'm not George Clooney. Do you really think I'd like it?
Well, Rosemary Clooney from here. I've realised, says Neil Barnett while listening to Popmaster, that this must be what an old people's home is like. Two confused old people talking to their pretty nurse.
I'd show you where
Give
it
me
hurts.
two.
Medication
It
time.
just hurts just about there.
Oh, stop.
Oh, God help us.
no.
Please.
Now it hurts even
Turn
more.
away now. Oh, God. I shall have to ask a question or two to take his mind off his
You do know
troubles.
you've got to do your round now, Terry. It's not
No,
finished.
I'm taking your points.
He was all for leaving there.
That's 150 quid that
It is.
Helen Bach owns me for children in need.
He just cut on halfway out the door there. I'll be going now.
Yeah.
No,
we off now?
No.
Thank you.
You can choose one of two hits or Heavens Above, Terry.
What does Heavens Above mean?
I can't tell you that.
Sounds good, though, doesn't it?
Honestly, Ken, have you brought me in here to make a total and complete idiot of me?
Do I need?
Exactly. I can do that myself, in my own time.
Heavens Above will have connotations of either heaven or heavenly things or angelic things.
Oh, we'll know
heaven.
all about that,
We'll have
won't you?
Heavens Above then.
Heavens
because
above.
I was educated by the Jesuits. I know plenty about heaven.
That accounts for the scars. Right, are you ready for
No,
them?
that's the Cilici.
Whoa.
Ow. Moved too quickly there.
Did Suzi touch the scar again?
I didn't touch anything.
Oh, no, that's all right then. What was the title of the #1 duet by Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan?
Get me off neighbours.
That may have been the driving force behind the record, but it was not the title.
Wasn't it?
No.
Would there be a
Strangely.
hint at all, an Antipodean hint?
No, I'll give you...
Yeah, you're making funny gestures.
I'm asking this question particularly of your good self. In fact, you could say... For you.
If not for you.
No, God.
Maybe for me.
No, particularly for
in
you.
a sort of special
Particularly
way.
for you. And a very special case I'm making of you.
It's not called I'm making a very special case of you.
Is there anything I can throw at the man here?
I'm going to have to get some more pills for you. I can
Especially
see.
for you.
Especially for you.
How did I know that?
Is that worth points, would you say?
I think points mean prizes.
Right. I'll give you 3 points for that because I'm feeling...
You're a fool to yourself.
I know. Name the singer and songwriter who is the nucleus, that's a good word, of Divine Comedy.
No.
You do know that?
I'm not going to name him.
Oh, I see.
Because he doesn't want to be named. He likes to be known as the lead singer.
Yes.
But it's a group thing. There's no I in a group.
He's an Irishman. And
Who isn't these
his father
days?
was the bishop of somewhere. I seem to remember.
Graham Norton.
No. His father was never a bishop. No. Suzi, do you happen to know? The Divine Comedy.
The Divine, he's an Irish. His father was a bishop.
I think an Episcopalian bishop, though.
Oh, thank God. It would have created an
I'm glad I
enormous
didn't
scandal
get
if
this
his father
question.
was a Catholic.
The Church of Ireland, I think he was.
His name's not Paisley, is it?
It's not. No.
No.
I think that's a different sect altogether.
Okay. No offence.
No. It was
Neil Hannon. I knew that.
Yes, of course.
I knew
you
that,
did.
but I just don't
I'm sorry I couldn't help you with that one.
No,
I didn't
but
know it either.
I don't want to beat you, you see.
No, I
That's
know.
very gentlemanly.
I think
Don't
I
see much of that
might
these
leave in a
days.
huff.
And he probably thinks that...
That was Neil Hannon, anyway.
It was Neil Hannon, you're right.
Done, Terry.
This is a Heavens Above question for you, Terry. This is part of a top 5 single from the summer of 1979 by Roxy Music.
Oh, God.
And pay attention to the title of this, all right?
But you said that the title...
No.
Shine on Me, I thought.
No.
was the title
It's
of
called
that.
Angel Eyes by Roxy Music. Which other group was in the charts at the exact same time with a different song with the same title? Angel Eyes. Very famous group that you saw in 1974 at the Eurovision Song Contest.
The Morton Taylor Harmonica Gang.
No.
Did they
With the little one on the
inspire
left,
you?
I remember them.
Yeah.
You kept getting the elbow in the ear.
They,
Yes.
They weren't by any chance 4 pushy Swedes by the name of ABBA.
He has got 6 points.
Now look, Helen Bach says
Yes.
it's still 5 quid per question, but her computer is stuck at the moment.
Oh, all right.
Well,
so,
that's
all right.
nice.
5 but
Great.
does she pay 10 for a bonus question? Because you got that right.
You will find that she will be ready to hand over the crisp ones.
I'm sure. Beginning with the earliest, put these songs by Manfred Mann or Manfred Mann's Earth Band in the order they were originally hits.
Easy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Joybringer and Davy's on the Road Again. Which came first?
I think, and I may be completely wrong here,
Right.
but call me a fool. I'm just going to take a wild guess.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That came first. Right. What came second? Was it Joybringer or Davy's on the Road Again?
Do you know, I have a tendency for Davies on the Road Again, but no.
No. You're going for Joybringer, and then Davy's on the Road Again third.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at you and your
stop
hand gestures.
He's staring. He's staring again.
My
Would you stop that?
joyful hand gestures.
Yes. Was that right, Ken?
It was absolutely right. Very well done,
Good.
Terry.
Thank goodness.
Don't look at the young lady, please, like that. She finds it disturbing.
Hey, look, when you're my age.
I don't expect to be. Who had Reasons to be Cheerful Part 3 in 1979?
Reasons to be cheerful.
Part 3.
Yeah. I know him. I knew him.
He was fabulous.
He was
great.
fabulous.
I
He
loved
was.
him. Yeah,
Right.
Really lovely man.
Now, his name. Sorry,
But he was
I felt I had to bring it
He
round
was
to
great,
it.
yeah.
We
He
could have
was,
been his
yeah.
backing band,
Well,
couldn't
yes, we could have
really?
been. Yes.
He spoke for a lot of
He did.
togs and old
Yes.
geezers and gals.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Great.
So, that name again.
For the moment,
Right.
it escapes me for the moment, but it'll come.
In fact, his name...
It was Ian. Ian
Yes.
Ian Jukebox.
Drury.
Ian Jukebox. Jury, yes. Ian Jury and the Blockheads. Very good.
And the
Terry.
Blockheads.
And the
Yes, and the
Blockheads,
Blockheads. That's, you see, that's where Suzi was trying to lead you.
Susie, blow in my ear, you can lead me anywhere.
Heavens Above question. This is released in 1973. The final chart single...
My nerves are in bits here.
I know, Terry. I'm trying to be gentle. Final chart single for Argent.
Huh?
Argent.
Oh, I liked Argent.
What was the
Did you?
title of
Yeah.
this? Title of this, please. What's that?
It's called Don't Step on the Snails, Don't Climb Any Trees.
No, that's part of the lyric, as you quite correctly divined there, but it's not called that.
I wasn't really listening, to be honest.
You were too busy
I was too
reading the
busy.
bits of paper.
You thought it was
that
going to be
are-
Hold Your Head High,
didn't
didn't you?
I did think
Yes,
that, but
I could
I was
tell.
going to say that.
Yeah.
But then you, of course, smart aleck that you are, came in with the answer.
But it's no, that's not the right answer, though.
No, because you thought it was the right answer, but it's the wrong answer.
Dear,
Because
there's
it's
a
not
touch of-
called, It's not called Hold Your Head High.
Competitive
Correct.
edge coming
It's called
in here.
Don't Stand on the Snails, Don't Climb Any Trees, is what it's called.
I think because old Deadly really wants to get on with the 11 o'clock news sometime
What?
today.
Priorities,
we,
Rob.
we ought to give a title, which was, in
What?
fact, God Gave Rock and Roll
God,
to You.
it-
God help us
Yeah.
all. Right.
Well, look, tell Terry to keep answering Jimmy Young with the man from Laramie. He won't win, but it'll wind Ken up something wrong. This is Phil Cow.
What he did, he's right. Phil Curl knows. Which top 3 song by Shania Twain does she sing these lines? Okay, so you're a rocket scientist. And, okay, so you're Brad Pitt. What's the title of that song?
Thank God I'm a woman or something.
It's not called Thank God I'm a Woman. No,
But thank
no.
God you're not a woman.
That's it.
No.
I've heard you say that once
And I
before.
wish I wasn't a woman today,
I think
quite
at the
frankly.
moment, yeah.
No, there's not much percentage in being a woman round here, is there? Yeah.
Let me give you a...
I feel like a woman.
No.
It's
the
not
other
called
song.
I Feel Like
It's
a
the
Woman.
other
That's the other
song.
song.
It's the...
How does that get into impress me?
Don't impress me.
Ken's flashing.
That don't impress.
That's
me.
right, that's right.
Well
Very
done.
good.
In
Very
the,
good.
in the hat. Are we going to see Susie in jumpers again? Are we, Ken? Are we, Ken?
I don't
Ash
think
of Norfolk.
so.
We'll see you in jumpers.
If you go down to Richmond Park, you might do. On a Sunday
Don't encourage
afternoon.
we'll be behind a tree. Which American band, Terry, is best remembered for their songs Free Bird and Sweet Home Alabama?
Do you know what it is? I sometimes wonder if these questions are not too puerilely easy and simple.
Oh, good.
It's just a pathetic. I'm kind of insulted that you're asking me simple old questions like this that I can answer off the top of my head any moment I want to, if I choose to.
So when I say which American band is best remembered, not by you, it seems.
I know what Terry's thinking, though, and I could tell you.
Right. This group were named after, I think, one of their geography teachers or something,
Isn't
or
it
a
Leonard
maths teacher.
Skinner? That's what Terry was thinking. That's what he was portraying to me.
What, Linrid Skinrid? That's a funny name for a geography teacher, if I may say so.
Bonus question for you, Terry. On
Good.
Heavens Above.
Now, this is where I come into
You'll know this one.
I've been waiting for this.
This is a Motown group whose biggest hit was this 1971 top 3 song. Who Who are they?
Now, let me say this.
God, he's off again.
I was brought up on...
Off again.
I was brought up on Motown, and I'm steeped in the lore of Motown, and that is possibly the only Motown record of which I have no recollection whatsoever.
Right.
It's not Martha Reeves and the Vandellas.
It's not Martha Reeves and the Vandellas.
I knew it wouldn't.
They're named after a Scottish town on the Moray coast.
Are they really?
Yes, marbles.
They're not the Elgins.
Yes, they are. They are indeed.
Give them back. Give them back to Greece.
They won the Eurovision Song Contest. We're not giving them anything. They won more recently than we did. Name the British vocalist, finally, Terry, who first reached the charts in 1997 with his singles Sunday Shining and I can't believe I'm asking this, and Even After All.
British vocalist.
Yes, yes.
A British vocalist.
Suzi.
And the year was?
It was 1997.
1997. I think you'll find I'm not as big an Aegis as you think I am. Finley.
Really?
Is it Finley?
Yeah.
It is Finley.
Quay.
Finley Quay. It's right.
Yeah. What a ridiculous
Did you get that?
Ridiculous name for a singer.
It is. But he did quite well in 19... How did you get that?
I know plenty.
How did you get that?
I like
He's
to
just a
lure.
bluffer.
I like to lure people into a false sense of insecurity.
I don't know. Anyway,
Particularly myself.
It says here 27 points, Terry, which is...
Which is a total and complete farce and a lie, and I'm undeserving of any of those points, but I'm going to take them anyway because Helen Back is going to give me a fiver for
Well,
everyone.
at least there's
And
some
that'll be
good
for
is
children
coming
in
out
need.
of it. And Suzi will be appearing once again on the Gadget Show.
I will be on Monday night, jumping off bridges and doing ridiculous things to test technology.
She does everything like that. She rides a
Isn't it
motorbike.
interesting that you are, a technophobe here, Terry? You're working with the great technophile here.
Do you know Terry Wogan has never been on a motorcycle? in
Never
his
been on a
life?
bike. Never taken
Never?
my
Not
life.
even a moped?
Never taken
No.
my life in my hands.
Not even pillion.
I got on a moped once at Mid Hearts Golf Club because my leg was bad to drive between shots, and I fell off. I can't.
got on a moped at a golf course?
How is it? Please explain to me about motorbikes. When you turn the thing forward, you go back, and when you bring the thing back, you go forward. That is preposterous. That's why
I don't know
never
what
get
bike
on a
you're
motorbike.
on to go into reverse, but I would like one of those.
I think it was one of those things that go on the pavements that people of his age get. A nice little plastic hood over the top of them as well.
Damn it, you get so close to the truth, and it can be really hurtful.
Richard says, it's very good of you to have Father Jack on the quiz. He did quite well. Give him a drink!
I'd use the language only I worry for you. No, aren't they very small, Ted? Oh, they're very far away.
We should really play My Lovely Horse now, but
I wish you
it's
would.
going to be the floral dance.
That could have won the Eurovision.
You're listening to the Wake Up to Wogan podcast from BBC Radio 2.
And thank you, as I do every morning. I may not say it, but thank you for all the mail that keeps us going here in the morning. And was it Barrowlands? I've had my doubts for some time now. Oh, indeed, Wendy, Red Robin. I've been a doubter from a young age about Barrowlands actually being with you or not on the programme. Well, sometimes he's with us, and sometimes, as you so rightly say, he's not. He drifts in and out.
I'm here.
Of consciousness. Because he doesn't say anything, and my mind... We shouldn't have said anything, And my mind was made up on Saturday evening because on Strictly Coombe Dancing with those judges, who did I see bold as brass, togged out in kilt and sporran, reeling around the floor? It was you.
I'm here.
Barrowlands Boyd.
I do exist.
In the sparkly kilt. No, I think that was Gabby Logan. Or possibly Gabby Logan's mister. I must say at the end, when he slid his partner along the floor through his legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where she lay prostrate face upwards in full view of his underneaths, she covered her eyes. And so did I. Come to that, any lady would. You'd be flashing your underneaths. And there's more. I'm a newish talk. Not it's a simultaneous equation, but I'm baffled about the name of the producer. Can we find it anywhere on the website or even on Wikipedia? It ruffles me daily to hear what sounds like Barrowland Boys or Barrowland Boyd or Barrowlands Boys or Barrowlands Boyd. What is he? Ah, well, that's the question. I listen sporadically each day. Well, that's your own fault then, Wilma. Wilma Cargo. Although I can't for the life of me find out who you're referring to when you mention Barrowlands Boy or Boyd. I should know this stuff. No, you shouldn't, Anne Watson. We like to keep you in the dark, particularly when it comes to old Barrowlands Boyd, because his blood sugar levels are up a bit, and he's had some ease in a cream cake. He gets It's a bit overexcited. And as I say, among the delights lying ahead of us next week on the auction for things that money can't buy, I'll be joined as always by Paul Viney. There's lunch for 2 nights. There's Sir Roger Moore, and then there's another one. And lunch will be served in the Crustacea Room of Bentley's, a wonderful restaurant with the Michelin-starred Richard Corrigan, a decent man. And he'll rustle up lunch for the merry throng and threaten to get 2 nights cooking in the kitchen. I look forward to seeing Sir Roger Moore have his way with the old prawns. And you'll have a chauffeur-driven Bentley at your disposal for the day. That's fantastic. Strictly Come Dancing. That'll be on offer. Twirl around the most famous dance floor in the country. Hot-footed to the dressing room for a fitting with the show's costume designer. Then Anton de Beck, Bruce's lad, and Erin Bogue will choreograph a short routine for you. And then you'll perform your dance live on BBC Two programme It Takes Two. Well, tickets to experience the excitement of the grand finale on Saturday the 22nd of December. That'll go well, I'd say. That'll raise a few quid for children in need. Hang on, I've just heard the producer scream. And I did make mention that last Friday, the Spice Girls video of singing that headlines would be on the television after EastEnders. 9.5 million people watched it. And many were well taken by Victoria's bondage outfit. And lots of comments apparently in the duty log, according to Elaine Patterson. And this is my favourite. Whatever next? Is Pudsey to shed his eye patch and don a rubber mask? I most definitely would like to hear your comments. Now look, whoever you are, all you got to do is watch. It could be worse than you think, or perhaps even better. And you probably heard that, certainly I did on the telly, that Boys Own are reforming, and their first appearance will be on this year's Children in Need. Well, I look forward to seeing Ronan and the boys. And they'll be bringing on the Radio 2 check at 8 o'clock. So let's hope it's a good one. I'm sure it will be, thanks to our auction for things that money can't buy, and the music marathon, and all the other things that the Togs and all Radio 2 listeners do so well to raise money for children in need. And I'm just looking at the list of things we have. We got the biggest Joseph ever. It's Stomp Friday week. Lee Mead leading a national Joseph and the amazing Technicolor sing-along. EastEnders are doing a tribute to the Beatles. There's a Junior Dragons Den. I can't wait to see that. Young entrepreneurs taking on the Dragons. Doctor Who, surprises for the Doctor. Hotel Babylon, mayhem, as TV comedy characters check in for Children in Need night. And then there's Kylie Minogue and Annie Lennox and Leona Lewis and Westlife and Sugar Babes and McFly. Joss Stone and the stars of Strictly Come Dancing, Hollyoaks, The Bill, Holy City, Coronation Street. I suppose, once again, it'll be one of those programmes that only the public likes. Oh, hurrah, Deadly! Hurrah, the day for the greatest firework display in all history. 2 hours of glorious colour. Remember the 5th of November and bonfires and fireworks and that. But because they're all Wogans, the silent explosions won't scare you or your gran or the cat. Oh, there goes a Terry's teaser. Ha ha ha. Woo, indeed. Let's have the United Colours of Dedicoat. Michelle Robertson, from Shanghai. You see, as I say, a worldwide firework display. That's our proud boast. I'm not one to grumble, but just after you mentioned that wonderful display could be enjoyed worldwide, one of your super rockets must have hit the satellite on my online link. And I had to close down and reboot the computer to get you back here in Shanghai. Oh, you may have missed a Boggy's Mighty Bush, or a United Colours of Dedicoat, or indeed a Bowles Baby Boomer. Unfortunately, I missed all your too rare appearance on television yesterday. Never mind, BBC is famous for its repeats. I thought I'll catch it later. Question, is yours the only television programme that's never ever repeated? Perhaps I should write to Points of View and complain. No, it'll do you no good. We don't do complaints. Having gun dog ancestry, my dog loves fireworks and is sat sitting with her nose pressed to the radio. Louise, that's heartening news. It's just, as I say, animals as well as people catered for. This digital radio stuff is pretty good, says Nancy B. I can watch the fireworks on the wireless set in the front room and then run briskly through the house and get the full effect again on the digital radio. It's just part of the service. It's what we're about here on the BBC. Wogan's fireworks are the best. They never spoil a sleeper's rest or make your cat or dog feel stressed, but never leave you unimpressed. Though other rockets fizzle out or Roman candles fail to spout, there's pyrotechnics swirl about and make spectators gasp and shout. And best of all is Bowles' wheel to make the senses whiz and reel, while Deadly simply makes a meal of all the bangers he can steal. That's him. I hope that you think the same of me, that when all hope is gone, I'll be walking beside you.
Well, there's a thought.
I thought that would inspire you to greater thing. Would you mind letting off your firework that I gave you there, just
here we
to
go.
keep
This
the whole
is-
thing coloured?
okay.
Yep.
What
Keep
is
it
it?
going.
Come on.
I'm just attaching it to a post.
Yes, of course.
This is a Wogan's wanton wheel, everybody. Here we
light
go.
blue paper and retire.
Yeah, well...
Okay.
Don't retire yet.
Yeah, go on. Get back.
Don't retire.
Okay, let it go.
Here we go.
Whoa.
Wow.
No, don't you let yours off quite yet.
well, I'm
No,
quite
wait,
excited
because
about
if you
mine.
stand too much...
Close enough.
Oh,
It'll
go
set
on
it
then.
off
Let
anyway.
yours off. Go
What's
on.
yours?
Right, now I have to put it, I have to insert it upright in soft ground. It's the Dedicoat of many colours.
Oh!
Right, here we go. Here we go. Oh! Look at those showers of sparks.
You see, there's no sound whatsoever. You don't
No.
even hear it being lit.
No. No, funny that.
Silent matches we've got.
What sort of numpty from the bee would be the perfect guy for bonfire night? As I'm Brahms a list, I'll make a little list of perfect guys for bonfire night. Boggy Marsh would be too camp. King Deadly would be too damp. Crown and Lynn too full of gin. But Ken Bruce is no use. He's far too thin to be the perfect guy for bonfire night. Don't make plans for Roger Royal. Barrowlands all fun would spoil, and Chazza has a way of getting tight. To our tickers, your vicars would cause an awful plight as the perfect guys for bonfire night. But Logan, don't forget Wilf Logan. He's the perfect guy for bonfire night. Last one with the matches is the lickspittle. Well done, Crookie. The Wheelston Trading Standards are writing in.
Oh.
Shara Sparks, head of enforcement. Come to our attention this very morning. You're letting off fireworks that are not only dangerous but illegal.
What? Illegal? Are they illegal?
Health and safety.
Spoil sports. Your silent fireworks are having a terrible effect on the virtual community. With nearly all the computer mice in Britain refusing to function because they're traumatised by all the banging and flashing. The retailer, Honest Owl's Bangarama, has been served a notice to cease trading.
Oh.
Currently in custody pending a hearing before the Wheelston Stipendiary Magistrates.
Oh.
You've been up before them, haven't you?
Well before them, 4:30 I was up this morning. Well
Do you
before
know, I was just thinking Hollywood is coming to a grinding halt because there are no scriptwriters. And that's what will happen here.
You reckon?
know, well, if I didn't have my scriptwriters, and particularly when I had the talk show.
Yes,
When I had
absolutely.
the talk show, it would have come to, because, you know.
Absolutely. So who's going to write your words for
Exactly.
Saturday when you press the button?
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
The old
Will you
lotto.
be there? Will you
I'll,
be there?
I'll be there somewhere. I'll be down a corridor somewhere. Yeah.
Do you remember when years ago, they made the mistake of allowing me to introduce the programme for some time, and most of the programme was spent looking for you.
Yes, it was. That was the gag, I think. I wonder what they'll have this year as a little gag for you.
The search for Deadly.
Once the writers start.
And another thing, Mick the Mole Catcher says, can you take Deadly to one side?
Oh.
And not likely.
He's done that before and regretted it.
No. I'm not backing him into a corner again. And tell him to slow down when he's reading out the lottery numbers. On Saturday, he rattled off the Daily Play numbers so fast I had smoke coming out of the tip of my pen. I still missed half of them. Tell him it's 24-hour drinking now. There's no need to rush.
We were running late. We've got things to do.
This is what people don't appreciate.
know,
There
we're
are
busy.
professional standards.
Really?
Timing.
Where?
Not here. No.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Nobody's suggesting professional standards here. Would you let off a Boggy's Mighty Boosh before you go?
Go on then, here we go. Just would you two stand back,
All right.
please?
Okay, all
Right.
right.
Sake.
Look, we know what we're doing.
Here we go.
Okay.
That was mighty. That was mighty, wasn't it?
Incredible.
For Boggy, that was mighty.
That's what I mean. It was a bit anticlimactic, but...
Well, you know, he does his best.
Camping it up.
And as I say, thank you for all the mail. It's Wogan at bbc.co.uk. If the mood takes you. But sure, I know what you're like. Oh, Arthur Writers says, I thought I'd catch up on the programme and listen to the podcast. Where's the music then? Just this bloke talking all the time. What a swizz. I know. We can't play music on the podcasts. It's just a very brief, fragrant nosegay of this programme. So brevity, it has brevity as a merit. And they're the podcasts. And all of us on Radio 2 have our own little podcasts. The 4 Stages of Life from Nick Rodine, Bangkok, Thailand. Yeah, the 4 stages of life are: 1, you believe in Santa Claus. 2, you don't believe in Santa Claus. 3, you are Santa Claus. And 4, You look like Santa Claus. Well, yeah, I know. And Obadiah Straitjacket in Idle in Bradford, or possibly just Idle in Bradford, since taking over the editorship of the Micklethwaite and District issue of Food Scare Weekly, I've initiated our own research. Yes, we've had our share, haven't we? No, bacon's bad for you. No, it's good for you. Wine's bad for you. No, wine's good for you. Salt will kill you. No, it's all right. And anyway, I've initiated our own research and eventually concluded that food and drink scares or reports are bad for your health, as well as being an affront to common sense. We've produced our own guidelines. Good. This may well be something that the papers can jump upon. Our figures are 2 food scares and 1 drink scare per annum max. That's quite enough for the long-suffering population to cope with. We do, however, realise if these guidelines are adopted, a large number of report-creating experts will be out of work. But again, after extensive research, we couldn't find anybody who gave a monkeys. Oh, your little cheeks are all red with excitement, Kenny.
Oh, I've been jumping up and down for the last 2 hours. And sometimes I think I may not sleep tonight. No, a little bit overexcited.
I think your little eyebrows have just got a little charred. You got a bit too close to the wireless there, didn't you?
That explains the Widow's Peak going as well. So, yeah, a bit dangerous. Very good, though, really. It's absolutely... It's something I always associate with you, you know.
Yes.
The firework display.
I know.
Little flash, little gaudy, and over in seconds.
Wake up to Wogan!
This was a podcast from BBC Radio 2. Don't forget you can also download free podcasts for Steve Wright, Russell Brand and Chris Evans. Get more information now at bbc.co.uk/Radio 2 and wake up to Wogan every weekday morning from 7:30, online, on digital and on 88 to 91 FM.